Welcome to the Echo Sportscast number 46.
I'm Paul McLean.
And I'm Dave Dale.
So what's up with the football report?
Well, we had the head coach of the U12 Bulldogs. They won the provincial championship. He came in for an interview. His name is Evan Gomes, right?
Yep.
And we had a good chat. He is very well-spoken. You might want to interview him a lot because he's a teacher and a well-spoken coach, and he knows his stuff.
No, it's been a really great weekend actually for Panthers baseball. We had our final Sandlot series went this weekend or this past weekend, and we had the team from Canada came in, class act, had some nothing but amazing things to say about the tournament. They were so appreciative.
The threes playoffs are
in full swing too.
In full swing, and so is the and pretty soon the summer men's league up at Canadore. I think their playoffs start on the 9th, so they're getting heated up. Hey, so who's our title sponsor?
Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay.
North Bay's turning 100. And what a time to be here. From the buzz of the Heritage Parade to sunset concerts at the waterfront, the city is alive with celebration. And you know who's right in the middle of it all? Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay. We're proud to be a part of this milestone moment. Whether you're coming home from a family reunion, planning a gathering with friends, or just simply making the most of everything the Centennial has to offer, our doors are open. Stay in a spacious suite that feels like home, with a full kitchen to cook in, room to relax, and a space to unwind after a full day of fun. Are you hosting something bigger? Our event spaces and amazing local partners like the Grand and Stock Transportation make it easy to bring people together. Best of all, they're just steps from the action. The fireworks, the food trucks, the music, the laughter, it's all right here. Celebrate 100 years of North Bay with us. Use code Centennial to save on your stay anytime this year. Be at home with Homewood Suites by Hilton North Bay. Join the party today at 495 Oak Street West or give us a call at 705-495-3000.
So we're going to start it off right off the bat. We're going to go to the interview with Evan Gomes and talk about North Bay Bulldogs football and their big provincial win. Have Evan Gomes here, head coach of the Bulldog Provincial Championship Bulldogs in the Tyke Division this year.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you. Very excited to be here.
Oh, right on. It was 2 weeks ago, July 19th. You went down to Brantford?
Brantford.
Yeah, and you guys kicked some butt?
We did a really good job. Those kids did an excellent job in the championship, yeah.
Okay, well, tell me about the game and a little bit about the game, but I want to know about the impact that this team has had on you and what you think it can do for Bulldogs football.
For sure. So the game itself, hot start for us. We scored on the third play of the game. Running attack went really well for us that game. Got the ball back after a stop, scored again. So it was early 16-0 because the rules in Tyke are a little odd. The extra points after were 2 if you kick. Yeah. Because they're trying to encourage kids to learn how to kick.
Right.
So that was a good start. And then it was all defense. Defense making them work really hard for scores. So they scored 2 more times and we got 1 more, but finished 24-16.
Yep.
And we had to have the defense out there holding them as the game ended. And it was hot, this heat wave that we've been having for weeks and weeks.
It was very hot. Yeah.
It was very hot, and those kids were able to stick on there and stay engaged and keep low with their tackling, and they were able to seal it for us. So
wow.
Yeah.
What a season.
It was an excellent season, and you got to think
was that 8 wins in a row?
Yeah, so we started with a loss in game 1.
Oh, yeah.
As we're still kind of getting our bearings in terms of how the season was going to go. But then from there, it was win, 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 win all the way through.
Now, starting with the loss is a coach's dream. You got something to build on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
The way that I approached it with them in practice next day is I said, you either, and this is something I've stolen from a friend of mine, you either win or you learn, right? There's no losing. You either win or you learn. And even when you win, you learn sometimes. You learn some things, but every loss is a learning opportunity. And those kids took everything we talked about in practice, and they took it to heart. Yeah. And came out and improved. Every single practice, they were better. Every single game, they were better.
Oh, those young men have learned, well, players, not sure if you had any.
Yeah, players. Yeah, we had a couple of girls on the team. Yeah.
Okay, so your players have gained something they'll take on with them the rest of their lives.
You hope so. You absolutely hope so. It was a really impactful season. You could see a lot of them kind of growing in their confidence, in their skills over the year. Because a lot of them were familiar with football. They played. They either played the fall league that we have here in North Bay, or they've just been around football long enough that they know what the game is like. But the tyke game is a little different. There's only 9 players on the field, so having to adjust to what does that look like? What's our offense going to look like? What do the defensive assignments look like? They were really keen on learning, and really able to kind of take that to heart, which was awesome. And then, just the dedication. They were always there, willing to put in the work, and they could kind of see the long-term vision that, yes, practice can get boring. Yes, it can get repetitive, but it's for a reason. It's to get you trained so that when you go to the game, you know exactly how to do these things.
What's your athletic background?
Oh,
how did you learn to know the game so well?
There's a reason I coach, and it's because I'm not the biggest athlete in the world anymore, but I played in high school. Yeah. So I grew up in Cambridge, and I played some high school football and rugby, and I played a lot of other sports. But my background is more in teaching. So
it sounds like it.
Yeah, like I'm a teacher.
You're well spoken
by trade, and so I love hanging out with kids and getting them to grow. And I think football is one of those sports that it's such a team sport where, yes, of course, there's everyone wants the glory. A lot of our kids would say when they came up to our first practice, if you asked everyone what they wanted to play, they all said wide receiver. Yeah, they all wanted to score touchdowns. Yeah, and they all
just wanted to do the celebration.
They wanted to do the celebration dance. So telling them that, yes, that's one part of the game, but we need people who block and we need people who tackle. We need someone who kicks. Like, we need all of these different skills is really good. And so in terms of like my background, to come from that teaching background or just wanting these kids to grow and be like, hey, like, you're a valuable member of the team. That's the important piece, right? And then football. I've just been a big football fan my whole life. I grew up. I was a Barry Sanders fan before anything else. Oh, okay. I was in front of the TV yelling "Go Barry, go" when I was a little guy, and then from there switched allegiances to the Packers, which I know upset my mom, but that's the way it goes. And then just been obsessively watching football since, and love how complicated the game feels and how much strategy there is involved. So it just kind of all fell in place.
It's a really good game to learn from, as far as the need for, like you say, special teams and a whole bunch of different specialists sort of coming together.
Exactly.
Right?
If you, no matter what type of skills you have, there's a way for you to play football. Yep. If you're a big kid, like, you might be a blocker, you might be a defender. Yep. If you're somebody who's fast, you might be on offense. If you're somebody who's smart, you might be a quarterback. Right? Exactly. Yeah.
It's not that's a good sport for that, and the camaraderie. It sounds like, and from what I could see in the pictures and the videos, that this is just a special year for everybody.
And these kids, they really liked each other. They had no problem, I think, hanging out at practice because they liked each other, and a lot of them knew each other, like I said, from that fall ball. But a lot of kids who played or go to school together. A lot of kids from Sturgeon who were on the team. Yeah. A lot of kids locally from North Bay here who knew each other, and even kids who didn't know people ahead of time, making friends and connecting with kids on the team. So now oh, well, if I play next year, at least I know so-and-so, and I hope they're on the team too. We can all play together. So, you hope that kind of bleeds over into, some of the kids are going to move up to the next level to Bantam next year. Yeah. And they bring that camaraderie they had to Bantam, which is already a great program.
And they will. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's cool. You must have had a team of coaches?
Oh, I had a great team of coaches.
Tell me about them.
Yeah, so the coaches that we had, it was a mix of people who were just volunteering because they love football, and parents who were willing to step up and do like extra work, essentially, right? So I had a rotation. I had 8 different coaches, which compared to other coaching staffs, you'd see them on the sideline, there'd be maybe 3 or 4, but there was so much support from North Bay, whether it was, I had some friends of mine who I enlisted and said, hey, football. I know you like kids and you like hanging around kids. Like, you join me, be on the staff, like hang out.
Cool.
But also
non-parent coaches.
So some non-parent coaches. I think half and half non-parent to parent coaches, and parent coaches who were committed to just not only I'm going to be here for practice anyways with my kid. I know football. I can connect with kids. Let me connect with them and be on the team. And so
they can play a role.
So supportive. And that's the other big thing that I think for this season. The most supportive group of parents. Like the parents that we have volunteers making, we have a volunteer, her name's Mel, and she did playing cards. She was our photographer and our videographer. She took photos during every game. All the photos you see in the Nugget, they're all Mel.
Yeah.
Everything on our social media, all the videos you see, they're all her.
Oh, wow.
She made playing cards for the kids. Like just the
nice.
little stuff to go above and beyond and really make it feel like a really special season. And we had doctors on the sideline. We had trainers. We had people who were water boys. Like everybody was willing to kind of pitch in.
Yeah, no, good crowds I found with the Bulldogs. And I didn't hear a lot. Well, you guys were winning, so there was no grumbling. But I find it a little bit different. Football's different than hockey in that you're not in that enclosed environment where it feels like it's a little bit more aggressive than it really is. You can yell something from a stand, and it just goes off in the air. And people don't feel threatened, so it's not the same sort of intensity. I like baseball as well. It's like
baseball feels like a nice little picnic sometimes.
Yeah, there'd be someone chirping the ump a little bit, but basically, I like the outdoor sports for that. It just sort of takes a little of that negative energy out. Yeah.
And in terms of the production, like for our home games here, Michelle is a great space for them. And then again, all the Bulldog volunteers go all out in terms of we have people selling gear, selling the Bulldog stuff. We have people selling snacks. We've got the big inflatable Bulldog head that they come out of, and people just willing to step up and add to the experience. Because for these kids, it feels equivalent to them of like what they see on Sundays when they're watching NFL.
Is football expensive to play?
I think it's pretty cost effective for what it provides. Like in terms of like the player registration fees for the Bulldogs, my understanding is it covers the travel. Like we had to travel on a coach bus 3.5 hours, 4 hours for some of these away games, including the championship. So that's 4 different bus weekends or bus games for us. Plus it covers all their equipment. Like you don't have to buy. The only thing you buy is your own girdle because nobody wants a girdle back.
Yeah.
But you have to. You don't have to buy
my
equipment.
boy went through football. I know you wouldn't want that stuff.
You don't want that back. But you get everything else: the helmet and the shoulder pads and the knee pads and everything else. And so I think it's pretty accessible. And I think the Bulldogs are pretty good at trying to make sure that anybody who wants to play can at least try it.
How much it cost?
I don't remember the exact number.
Oh, that's convenient.
It is convenient. But I think it's because I didn't pay, because I didn't have a kid playing.
Oh, okay. Right. I just wanted to bring something like that in there so people that obviously it's interesting and it's a potential thing for people to consider. So we'll find that out just to see, so people know whether it's arm and a leg or not.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't think it is.
I don't think it is. I really don't think it is.
Maybe we can look that up, Ben, if you don't mind. That way I'm not making people look bad.
And then we've got
we might edit some of that out. We'll see.
And then we've got our fall ball.
Right.
And that's different.
Yeah, that's coming up.
That's coming up. And if anyone's thinking like, oh, I don't know if my kid would like football, this is the exact space to try football. No have to wait till high school. You can get them in when they're younger. We do a U12 and a U14 fall ball program where you don't travel. It's just, they divide it into 4 teams. U12, there's a gold team and a white team and a gray team and a black team. And you just practice together or practice with your own team and then play against the other teams. And that's it. You don't have to leave North Bay. The games are right here. No big travel on the weekends. Plus, it's that football right when football season's happening too. Yeah. And that's, I think, really special and fun for those kids. And at the same time as the high school stuff here, so you have a lot of football going on. Yeah. It's a great sport for a lot of kids to get involved with. And that, they're learning now, if they're still interested in high school, there's some great football in high school here. And that's kind of the hope, is the goal for us at the U12 level is to be that kind of foundational program for them, right? Yeah. Everyone knows how to play football safely, right? They understand how the game works. They understand some of the concepts. Obviously, it gets more intricate the higher you get, but they understand base concepts of, this is how our offense runs, this is our defense runs, this is what we mean by this is man coverage, zone coverage, all those details. But from there, they get a little more comfortable. They're able to move up to the next level, learn some new stuff, right? Just looking at the registration costs for this year. For the fall, yeah. For the fall ball, it's $300. $300. Yeah. And how many games you get for that? Practices? 6 regular season games. Oh, cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good introduction. Yeah. And it's good to have them out playing. It was a huge benefit for us. I'd say 90% of the kids on our team for the summer played fall ball. Mm-hmm. So they were familiar with, what the structure looks like. They were used to what practices are supposed to look like too. So
they
it
don't
wasn't
look
an
lost
adjustment.
in that first practice.
Absolutely, there were a couple.
Yeah.
There were a couple who maybe looked a little lost, and explaining the intricacies of the game, but they picked it up quick. So
cool. So what else can we tell them about this great season? How about some of the players? Can you? I know you don't want to leave people out, but
for sure.
Who are some of the guys graduating into the next division next year that really helped lead the team?
One thing I'll mention is, and it's a very convenient story, and I like it very much, is that the championship game, the Saturday, was the birthday for our starting center and our starting quarterback.
Oh,
so both of them got to have their birthday be a championship as well.
Wow,
which was great. So Anthony was our center, and Olivier was our quarterback, and they both played incredibly in that game. And a center is a very underrated and difficult position. People only notice when the snap is bad. Nobody notices when the snap is good, right? But he was amazing all season, and he's going to be moving up to Bantam. And our quarterback, Olivier, he's also moving up to Bantam, and he played lights out. As you can imagine at a young age, not a lot of passing in the league.
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah.
That was a big advantage that we had, is we could actually throw the ball, and other teams aren't expecting that. And so they're not practicing against it, and all of a sudden we throw a 20-yard bomb over the top of them, and they don't know what to do. So so that was great. And then on our defense side, we had a lot of standout. I think we're losing, of our starting 9, I think 7 of the 9 move up to the next level. Some kids who just tackled everything. And if you read any of the Nugget articles that were out about us, same names pop up, Caleb Saint-Amand and Wade Saint-Aubin. They were our 2 linebackers who tackled everything that moved. We had a couple other kids on the line who did outstanding. I could sit here and I could talk about all of them. I could talk about every kid on that team, 1 through 34.
Well, that's why I asked, because
it's
great for them to hear their names and to assign what their value was to.
Yeah, we had great captains this season. So I mentioned Olivier, our starting quarterback. Had an excellent season. I mentioned Caleb and Wade, starting linebackers. They were great. Casey Bailey, great season. He played on the Bantam team the year before, and actually it was really young and was able to come play with us instead, which was awesome. We had Dawson Palfram. He played both sides of the ball. Played a little quarterback, a little running back, a little safety, which was awesome. Neil O'Donoghue, he started football for the first time this summer and was playing both offense and defense for us. So that was really special that we had somebody who's able to kind of do both sides of the ball. And then we had Tatum Maurice, who was a running back for us and is going to play at this level for 2 more years, because he's so young, and he just showed those leadership skills right away. Always the first one, coach, can I lead stretches? What can I do to help out? And so those are the things you like to see.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It was
as a coach, I've tried before in baseball, and it's to have that kind of successful season, but be talking about how you're preparing those kids, and to be able to articulate it so well as a coach. It's what a good value for the community. So congratulations.
And thank you. It's been so overwhelming, the amount of support, like I said, from the parents especially, and even people who just grew up. And they played Bulldogs football, or they played football at high schools here, and they are at the games are like, oh, it's so fun to watch this football. Like, you guys have been great. Yeah. Congratulations on the title. It's been awesome. Or some of them, they grew up playing football here, and now their kid's gets a chance to play a little earlier than they did, and they see the excitement on their kids' faces, and that's why we do it, because it's a fun way to do it.
What's the name of the league again? We haven't mentioned it yet.
The Ontario Summer Football League.
Okay.
So, and we did the A division. It was our first year doing U12, so we were in the A division instead of the AA or AAA. But we'll see where we're at next year.
We'll see.
We'll have to see.
Well, I like what I'm hearing. I think it bodes well for football.
Yeah.
And I felt it when I was going and trying to get some clips through the season. I didn't get to follow you real close, but I think it's a good thing for North Bay Bulldogs football. And the banner definitely should be put up in Memorial Gardens.
Put somewhere. You got to put it somewhere public. And it's funny, you mentioned the coming to see the games, because you guys posted a video, and it was a video of one of our fake punt plays, and then we had to go back to the drawing board. Okay, well, maybe we shouldn't put another. We should come up with another fake punt play, because now it's been public knowledge about what our original fake punt play was. So we had to we had a couple in our tricks up our sleeves, but it was we adjusted a little bit after that.
I love that. That's great. As a media guy, that's cool. Nice to hear. Yeah. Well, thank you for for coming in and appreciate the report, and good luck next year.
It was
this fall.
It was awesome to be here, and go Bulldogs.
Spring is here, and that means one thing. Baseball is back. At Source for Sports North Bay, we're proud to be part of every pitch, every catch, and every moment that brings our community together on the diamond. Whether it's outfitting little leaguers for their very first game, helping local teams suit up for the season, or simply sharing a love of the sport, we're here for it. We're more than just a sports store. We're neighbors, coaches, teammates, and fans. And we're proud to support the leagues, schools, and families who make North Bay's baseball scene so special. Wherever your sports journey takes you, make sure you visit Source for Sports North Bay at 1321 Fisher Street so we can help you along your way.
Dear North Bay, as a single mom and full-time student, life can feel overwhelming and budgets are always tight. But one thing I never question is how deeply I care about my community. When I began volunteering at the North Bay Regional Health Centre, I saw firsthand how much the healthcare system means to people, especially when life takes an unexpected turn. It made me think, what if it was my child, my parent, or my friend that was in need of care? That's when I realized I wanted to do more, to be part of something bigger than myself. I joined the I Give monthly club because even a small monthly gift can have a meaningful impact, helping ensure everyone in our community has access to the care they need right here at home. If you believe in strong, local health care, I hope you'll join me. Sign up at nbrhcfoundation.ca or call 705-495-8125. It's simple and it matters. With gratitude, Kim Cosgrove.
Baseball, I think we're going to have Jacob Brown give us an update of the playoffs, which started last night. And there was an upset with the U18 Panthers beating Gateway 10-5.
Yeah, the 2025 North Bay Men's Baseball League playoffs kicked off last night. Things started, unfortunately, with a forfeit, where Source for Sports gave up a 5-0 forfeit to Eastside Marios, allotting Eastsides with a 1-0 series lead. That series will pick up next week on the Wednesday, August 6th at 8:15. Game 2 last night of the evening for between Gateway, who was home team, to the 18U Panthers, was a great high-scoring affair. Two teams that hit the ball really well last night. There were some good defensive plays in that as well. North Bay Panthers ended up coming out on top of that one, 10-5. And Game 2 will go August 6th as well at 6 p.m. If both series can end on the 6th of August in 2-game sweeps, they are best of 3 series. The next round after that is supposed to start the following Sunday, so I believe that's August 10th. If there is a Game 3 necessary in one or both series in round 1, those will take place on Friday the 8th.
Well, on the baseball diamond, U18 Panthers are getting a lot of action in. I caught up with them on the weekend where they were playing the Sudbury Shamrocks, and they had a great little 2-game set. Tied the first game. I think it was 7-7. Okay. And then I got a little video of the second game. Looked like really good baseball. Those guys know how to play.
Yeah, no, there's some really talented kids on that team, and they've been, again, playing in the men's league as well. Mm-hmm. So trying to get that experience, a place to play locally, and then hitting the road and trying to piece together a schedule as we keep continuing to build North Bay baseball back up. So yeah,
I missed the tail end of their second game, but they ended up winning 5-4. For their game last night, they use these computer AI things.
Game changer kicks out the
so you
score
get
sheet.
these statistic.
It's unbelievable.
Right. So it's electronic scorekeeping and gives you all the details. I would have loved this if I was, when I was doing sports with the Nugget. You can do a lot with this kind of stuff, but the other thing is that they already have it done. They're not going to be turning into the Nugget to
exactly.
This out.
There's nowhere to put it anymore. That's one of those conversations.
Although they do cut and paste these stories that it pumps out too.
Yes,
and they go in. Right.
No, the AI on it is crazy, and everybody I explain it to, because it's the traditional way of scoring baseball, like you would, with the pen and paper and the big book and at each bat. So when you're doing it online, and you're recording the game at the same time, everything is kind of happening in real time. So you're just building the story for the AI to produce. It's incredible.
I used to have to pick up a score sheet in a box, go in there and figure it all out from the hand scratch.
Yeah.
What happened in the game. I'd write it up just like this.
Yeah.
But it would take me like time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And by the time I folded up my lawn chair, when the game's over,
it's already online.
There's the report and it's online. So it's something Scott and I have been talking about, trying to find a place to, where do we put these? How do we share them? And I know something for next year that we're working on too, though. I'd love to try to find a way to incorporate this, not just for our travel teams who are getting used to it, but I think this would be something really cool to have for the local league teams too, just to be able to, again, have that recognition and, be able to see it and share it with friends and family. It's kind of cool. It's big league stuff.
Well, I'm going to read out a little bit of it because it's kind of cool. The U18 Panthers were triumphant over Gateway 10-5 on Wednesday at Veterans Field, which is a nice, good, concise lead. U18 Panthers got on board in the top of the first inning after King Mong singled down the right field line. Cameron Granger stole home, and Ben Ostjujic crowned it out, each scoring one run. Well, you know what? I couldn't have done that any better when I was a reporter.
No, it's pretty amazing what it can kind of capture with all of that. So great weekend for Panthers baseball. The 9U Panthers were at a tournament in Vaughan, and on the Friday night they took care of the Collingwood Selects 16-3. Saturday they had 2 games against 2 different Newmarket teams. They won the first one 16-6 and the second one 22-3, so they finished first overall in the tournament, got a bye to the semis. And in the semis, they played a Thornhill team in semifinal 1 and took care of them 21-11. And then in the finals, they played Richmond Hill and they won 11-3. And from the AI generated, the North Bay Panthers 9U defeated the Richmond Hill Baseball Club 9U's 11-3 on Sunday, thanks in part to 7 runs in the second inning. Kieran singled, Kieran V. So if you put the full name, it'll put it there. If you just put initials. Kieran V singled, scoring 1 run. Jacob W tripled, scoring 2 runs. Mason A grounded out, scoring 1 run. Blaze B doubled, scoring 1 run. On and on we go. And it was great. That's the second tournament that group of kids has won.
Is it me? But those sounded like football scores.
Yeah. So 9U has, with the pitching machine, an incredible amount of offense. And yes, there are some football scores. If we rolled through some of our games last year, it was 7 run mercy. So sometimes and there's a lot of disparity between, trying to figure out whether you're a select team, whether you're a rep team, and rep teams.
It's hard to compare.
Yeah. But it certainly is, at least in my opinion, now that Emmett's playing 11U and the pitching becomes the factor, that really kind of cuts down on that offense where there's a lot more walks and we're capped at 4 run mercy. But, our boys with the tournament, fantastic games all weekend. We went 3-0 in the round robin, I guess, and just came up against a really, really strong Canada team who had dropped a game the night before to Sudbury, which was, I don't know what happened there, because they should have and then the next day they beat Sudbury in the finals 11-1. So Sudbury had burned all their arms trying to get there.
Oh,
yes. I got to have some of my first experience of being a convener and having to really deal with some fun stuff. So the Muskoka team was a last-minute addition to get us up to 8. The Muskoka team made us aware on the Tuesday or Wednesday that one of their players was not going to be able to be at their second game on Saturday. And would we have somebody we could loan them or something? Because they were only going to have 8 players. And I said, well, we'll work on it. We'll try to find something. And they spoke to Sudbury, who they played. And Sudbury said, yeah, no, we'll loan you a player in the morning game. And then after Muskoka beat Sudbury, Sudbury suddenly wasn't going to loan them a player. Yeah. So I had to call Sudbury. I said, yeah, that player you have. They're like, yeah, no, they don't have enough players. Let's forfeit. What?
Yeah.
Okay. So we had to do a little bit of scrambling around to make all of this work. Anyways, really cute story. We found a kid from Innisfil who was playing another game, and the younger brother. So His nickname was Bam Bam.
Always
And
bring your younger brother to a tournament. He might get to play.
Yeah, so they said, "Oh, he'll play. We don't have his cleats." So I said, "Well, lucky for you, I can take care of that." So grabbed him some cleats and some ball pants. Somebody got him a glove.
Yeah.
Muskoka gave him a jersey, and this kid just had an absolute time. And the parents were thrilled to watch their kids play against each other, but one on Muskoka, one from Innisfil. Anyways, it turned out to be a great thing, and all the while, I've got this kind of burning controversy on the back on whether or not they need to forfeit, and if something happens and then somebody ties, and it all worked out in the end, and we didn't have to worry about it. But it made for a very, very interesting and fun weekend. And like I said, we got amazing response from the parents from all the teams. Like a lot of people telling us that they'll be back. And
I stopped by and talked to one gentleman. I think he was from York.
Yep.
And he said that it was like a full circle moment because he was there. His grandson was playing.
Yeah.
He actually was here with his son who played in the provincial championship, but they had a pitching machine, so that must have been 9U.
Yep.
Or something like that. And they played here, and North Bay beat them in the final in 1993 or something.
Wow.
93 or 94. So his son couldn't make it for this tournament, but he was able to see his grandson play in North Bay again.
Well, that's really exciting. Yeah. And I know Innisfil's coach.
And they had a great time. They loved it here.
Yeah.
They loved it here. They were down at the Lake Nipissing. They couldn't believe that you could walk out a mile and still be
shallow it is.
Looking for water.
Yeah.
And they couldn't believe that there's so many homes on the lake that nobody was even on the beaches in front of their homes, and nobody's outside.
Yeah.
I said, well, they're all at their cottages. Yeah. This is just where they live.
and that was really, I think, an educational part of it too. I know that from being originally from Southern Ontario and living in Toronto for a time. Like, I know what people think of where we are, and how often and how easy it is to say, like, you get here and go, oh, that wasn't that bad. That was it's not that far away, and obviously we know it's beautiful here, so we just need to get them up and spread the word. But yeah, it went really well. And that was the one other thing. Like, well, this clip they'll show. In that heartbreaking game, we actually had the bases loaded in the 7th inning to tie it with 2 out, and just popped out and couldn't cash in the runners to extend the game. But when we were in the top of the 7th, trying to protect or not go down any further, they had a runner on second, and you're gonna see this hit, and the umpire kind of gets in the way. But Deacon Prytula, our shortstop, great kid. We've got a lot of great kids on this team, but his baseball sense is so smart. So he picks up, grabs this thing, and he just looks like he's going to gun to first, fully sells out the throw, and the kid on second who just had to wait, runs right into him because he completely thought Deacon was throwing it away. So that got us the second out. We got one more.
You must be watching the Blue Jays play.
Yeah, well, they've been playing great up until everybody starts talking about them playing great.
Well, that's what happens.
Yeah. All the time. But hopefully, so they made a few moves, and
I think they won last night.
They did, yes. And so, a big trade. They picked up a really strong pitcher from Cleveland. So.
Oh, good. Yeah. We need one more arm. You always need one more arm.
And, if the Jays go on a run, that 100% we will see that next year in registration for baseball. We'll see
Are you selling any Blue Jay jerseys? Are you allowed to?
We don't sell as much license as we used to, but I know we actually did put in a call. We're bringing some shirts and hats, and we'll find some jerseys. And
are the kids talking about the players?
The kids are funny. Like, I think Jason 30 is probably something the kids watch more of.
Yeah. Well, that's where I watch.
Yeah. But there's a lot. It's a lot of like TikTok, YouTube.
If I need a good nap, I throw in a baseball game.
It's a good way to definitely catch up on your sleep.
Wake up every time there's a hit.
but they'll be excited. Speaking of Blue Jays too, actually, we have an incredible raffle draw for the North Bay Panthers. Right. Yeah, so we've got 4 tickets. First row of the 200 level, right behind home plate against the Brewers on Saturday, August 30th, which maybe is the long weekend, I think.
Yeah.
If you are looking for all the proceeds from that will go towards the various Panther teams that are selling them. So if you know a Panther player, or if you would just like to get in because you're a person that loves raffle draws.
I want to get some tickets. Yeah.
Then absolutely, get in touch with us. I will be happy to find you a parent who's working very hard to sell tickets for their kids.
So the Phelps Volunteer Fire Department fundraising softball tournament went without a hitch. It was July 18th, 19th. Really good event that helps the Phelps Fire Department. Canteen sales throughout the weekend went to the rec center. So it's a nice small town community fundraiser. 2 days of slow pitch, 9 teams involved. Playoffs, foul balls. We're against the Chippewa Secondary School staff, the 4th seed in the playoffs. Train wrecks 2.0. We're against We're Code 5, and I'm not quite sure what that is, but it's a firefighter thing, I'm sure.
Paramedics, yes.
Yeah, so the foul balls is a rec team out of Berks Falls. They finished first in round robin, lost to Chippewa. It was an upset. So the train wrecks team from Ontario Northland, of course, that's a really good name. I bet the owner loves that one. They were railroaded, and We're Code 5, the paramedics zapped them, I guess, right? So this is
You're on fire right now.
Yeah, this is cool. Trainwrecks went on to win in the finals in the closely contested back and forth contest that saw the winner rally at the bottom of the 6th inning to win the championship. Final score of the championship game was 14-11. See, if this was done through this thing, I would have had names. I would have been able to make fun of the people that were doing it and thinking this is a sport. I'm just kidding. It's softball.
It's a great way to spend an afternoon. It's like a charity golf tournament.
I used to love doing it. I was taking pictures from the beer tent most of the time when I covered so many of these softball tournaments all over Ontario.
I still remember when I first kind of got into this is back when I was managing Sport Check, but softball or slow pitch bats, I didn't know anything about them. Baseball was kind of my thing growing up, but there's a lot of slow pitch here. And so
I was covering fastball tournaments and baseball tournaments.
Yeah,
in my day, the slow pitch wasn't up there as much. They had mixed stuff, right?
Yeah,
it was for fun.
It's for fun.
Yeah,
but there are some guys who take it serious and can really crush a ball. Yeah. But as it was on TSN or something one time, and I was watching these guys.
Do you ever play
like
me in horseshoes?
Yeah,
I take that serious.
Yeah,
and lawn bowling and stuff like that. Yeah, But it was that when you toss the washer toss. Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Now that's a sport.
That is a sport. Any sport where you can do it with a drink in your hand is the kind of sport.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you can actually do that. I think with slow pitch too. Most cases.
I think they. Yeah. Anyways, that's great. It's good for them.
Nice to see people.
And we got some eye candy from it. Thank you, Chris. As he says, our lovely content director. Well, the thing about the 3 leagues is they play on Thursday nights, and we're recording this Thursday, so it's really kind of hard to cover. But their finals are tonight. The rec final is at 6, and that's going to be between the Tuesday nights. Led by Joe Auger and Coach of the Year Andre Fortan, and they battled a stacked Guardians squad featuring MVP Poi and Roy and Levi Udashani. And the elite final is against the Wildcats, and they're chasing a back-to-back titles after another perfect season, led by MVP Mike Dupé and Coach of the Year Tyler Gravel. Parental advisory is Hungary, and so their other team's name is Parental Advisory.
Yes,
and they're Hungary, and Logan Roy is leading them, and the boys are ready to flip the script. So I'm gonna go check that out, maybe. Yeah.
Great use of the waterfront. It's awesome. Nice to see. Yeah. Good reason for people to.
And
be
they got
downtown.
That tournament coming up August 23rd, right? So that's a place where you're going to see a lot of good action, some out of town teams, some elite threes. Basketball coming your way. So I'm leaving as a regular co-host.
Yes.
I know for sure I won't be able to fulfill the whole fall season. So I thought I'd leave and give myself a bit of a break. I got some other things I'm kind of stirring up. And I really enjoyed doing the show with you, Paul, getting it up off the ground and doing the full season. I think I hope more teams jump on board and start contributing, because a collection this is a rare show.
Yeah,
right?
It is, and the compliments and the people that reach out and talk to us. I mean, these things take time to grow, and there's been some amazing organic growth. And I just thank you for getting me into this. I never knew this is the thing I love to do that I never knew that I would love to do. And I've been able to learn a lot, and also like watching you in a different way maybe now. Like I'm at the rink with my kids for practice, and now I'm catching you coming in to interview this guy, or you're telling me that you're going there. And it just gave me a greater understanding of, you know, the stuff. We had Pags on not too long ago as well, talking like you guys not enough people understand just how much goes into trying to help tell people's stories and how important it is to tell those stories. So you are definitely flying the flag of continuing to tell people's stories, and I'm excited to see what you have planned for us in the future, because I know it's going to be good. But
yeah, well, I still plan to contribute once in a while.
Yep.
When it fits in with my schedule. It's just that it's something where you got to keep track of a lot of things and have a lot of flexibility if one guy's doing it. I think the better route to do it is have a whole bunch of different people do little things.
Yeah.
And because they're there anyways. So it's a matter of just making it accessible to them, letting them know that it's just 30 seconds of talking with somebody about the game, and that goes a long way to help put a show together.
Yeah.
So you just need these little clips, and if everybody just had those and there's a bit of a system for you guys, that'd be good. I still love doing video of sports, and I'll be showing up here and there when I can and when I feel like it.
Yeah.
Because I just enjoy it. It's an honor and privilege to be part of people's lives in some way and kind of put a spotlight on it.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys do with the show.
Yeah.
Because it's I think a really cool way for the community to come together to see each other doing their own things. Right?
Yeah.
And there's a big value to that, I think, for the city.
Yeah. No, it's so yeah. Well, congratulations, good luck, and we'll see you real soon. Anyway.
Yeah, I'll be around. Yeah. So thanks for everybody that's supported me through what we've done in the last year and a half with this Sportscast, and hopefully you support it going forward. And I'll be seeing you around.